feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no wave.
Oh, so we finally get the verse that supposedly Kendrick Lamar did for Pusha T, and remember, I guess the label wouldn't put it out. Actually, no, I missed. Oh, it was always this album. Incorrect. It was always this album. Okay. Never mind. Okay, I'm wrong. I got to change that caption. So Kendrick did a verse for the Clipse album, and apparently when he did the verse for the Clipse album, a label wouldn't drop it. I guess it was Def Jam, and he basically had to. They basically said, "Yo, Kendrick, we think is dissing Drake. We're not gonna drop it." And, you know, I told you I spoke to, what's the guy's name? Anthony Saleh, who basically says, yo, this happened last year around the time of the battle. Kendrick's team, UMG was trying to salvage their relationship with Drake. So essentially they were checking to make sure that Kendrick wasn't dissing Drake on other people's projects because they were trying to repair the relationship, right? So it looked like they told Pusha, like, no, hell nah. Like, yo, we already slipped once and let this Kendrick thing happen, and Drake is mad that he's being called in the PDF. We're not going to let both his ops link up on a song and diss him. Nah, y'all can't drop it. That's really the story that Pusha tells. And basically with Anthony Saleh, what he told me was pretty much kind of the same thing. So essentially, they get dropped off the label, and Rock Nation picks them up and basically says, y'all can have Kendrick say whatever he wants to say, right? Now we all know Jay-Z and Drake aren't the best of friends, and there's always been something there anyway. However, the verse in question that was supposedly so dangerous or so damning that UMG would not put it out because it was Kendrick taking shots at Drake was this verse. It's got leaked.
I sent your ass back to the
What y'all feel about it?
cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids.
By the way, my fair critique of this verse, dope ass verse, right? Dope ass verse. You know, I think Kendrick usually does good verses. I only think it's slightly sad that the only time we're talking about, like, the excitement of this verse was to hear what he said about Drake. So it's a good verse, but, like, if we're gonna be honest, the excitement of the verse is to hear what he said about Drake. And now I'm like, okay, I gotta, like, let's peel back the layers and go listen. And no, I wish the excitement was just, yo, this is Kobe in his prime. This is Kobe in his prime, and you're watching a masterwork, and that should be enough to get headlines, right? Or maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, but I feel like the entire verse, again, he raps good, but I'm like, wait, where is he talking about Drake? And maybe I'm only saying that because I'm a huge Drake fan or whatever, but we heard about this verse while they were talking about the verse in an interview. And the whole premise was that it was like this super crazy verse that Universal had to stop, that it didn't destroy Drake. And I was just like, oh, wow, what could that be? And then we get to find out, it's like, yeah, it's a pretty good verse, but it's not really saying much about Drake. So now I'm like, okay. But it's W promo, right? I think the Clipse, they're on a generational run of milking. When I mean milking, pause. Like, all of this stuff for some type of promotion, like all these interviews that, Pusha T interview, all these interviews he's doing, like, it, what's so funny? I never knew Pusha T had this much issue with people. Like, for a guy who's, like, reasonably quiet and sticks to himself, I never knew he had this much problems with people. Almost to the point that I was listening to him, like, almost, like, complain, that I'm almost like, yo, dude, the problem might be you. The problem might be you, right?
We don't even want you here, to be honest. Like, we're not here to hognob with any rappers. And I personally don't like rappers who don't rap.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that.
Like, there's a part of, like, snobby hip-hop that I don't respect. And it's because it's like, yo, Pusha, you're dope. Everybody knows you're dope. But, like, these other guys, they don't, like, especially with Travis, We've never heard. Travis never makes niggas like you the center of his campaign. Even if he likes you or not, we're not going to hear 5 Travis in interviews or 2 Travis songs about you. So then when I hear you making your thing all about him, and then it's not like some shit that happened last week, bro, it happened like over a year ago or whenever. When it happened so long ago, I'm like, dog, so you sat on this feeling and you bottled it up as a street dude who raps well. You thought about this feeling you had about this guy over one incident and you bottled it up just to only now let it go on your press run, bro. Are you serious? Like there's a, like, fans are just smarter than that now. Like, we can see through it. Like, even if you do have a point, you sat on this one feeling. You didn't do the man thing of get on the phone and be like, yo, Trav, I thought that was whack. Yo, Trav, yo, what's up with this, man? Yo, let's talk as men. You sat on this feeling, pause, for a year or more. Only to then bring it up while trying to sell an album. I don't know. It feels contrived.
Like, I don't want it. So, to come and interrupt the session, to do something backhanded and backbiting, and not for nothing, like, man, I didn't have to put my arm around you before.
Also, I hate this idea. That these lyricist guys, they are trying to take moral superiority while they lack honest introspection. Brother, most of y'all just can't make a fucking hook. That's why people don't care about it. No one's waiting for y'all to, in a lyrical way, tell us who you got a problem with. Most of y'all just can't make a catchy song to save y'all lives, right? Like, it feels like Kendrick just gave the blueprint, which, by the way, I think Kendrick could do it. Kendrick can make catchy songs. Kendrick just gave the blueprint, and because Drake bit the bullet, right, or bit the bait, every lyrical nigga now is trying to create moment by doing the ultimate call out with pre-prepared raps and pre-prepared tea. Oh, I got this tea on you that nobody knows. How the fuck do you only know the tea? We're blogs and we don't know the tea. Pusha, how do you keep getting all this tea scalding hot? That to me also is like, so every lyrical dude now, rather than actually doing some dope shit and maybe combining both words, I like what Jid just did. Him and Offset on a song. He's a lyrical guy more than not. And Offset makes great songs. They combine. That's going to be a moment. Dope song. I don't like this idea where all these lyrical guys now, like, we never hear from them. Like, they're dumb quiet. They're dumb quiet until it's time to sell an album, and they got the biggest problem with people now. Right? Like, Kendrick, mad quiet. Then as soon as it was time for him to, like, start rolling out some music, he got the biggest problem. Oh, well, fuck the big three. It's just Big Me. Okay, all right, brother. Okay. The more I watch this Pusha T thing, I get like a flashback of what would have life been like if Drake had treated, if Drake and someone close to Travis, I don't know if Travis is gonna listen to this, not Bumby, someone really close to Travis said, yo, I talked to Trav about this. I advised him, ignore this nigga. Like, ignore this nigga. Since Kendrick has popularized this punching up thing and getting a lift up by the person you're punching at, niggas is, yo, I literally had a conversation with lit rappers. Like, I'm talking about 2 of the top 5 rappers. And they're now saying this is exactly why Jay-Z just subliminally disses you niggas to death. Because the moment a nigga actually, like, even engages, they have nothing to win. They can't win. Because you're a smaller rapper, you are looking for, it's more of a clout chase more than actually having some real credence. It's usually really just hate. And it's hate because one person's doing way better than you. So the person told me, they're like, I don't think Travis, I talked to Travis. I told him, Travis, don't respond. Don't respond to this guy, man. You respond to this guy, you're going to give him the moment he wants. He has something hidden in the tuck. He probably has 3 songs already made. He has like all the tea in the world. He's going to come out with some bullshit and then try to make it seem like he's some moral high ground. And people online like to see people on top lose. You have nothing to win. Just ignore him. And I actually have to agree. You know what I mean? I know Bun B said some other shit. He's like, Travis should respond. I'm like, for what? Why respond? Where is it at?
See Push at award shows. You don't see him at clubs and parties. Nope. They don't mix like that. They mix with their own. And they're pretty good on the streets as well. So it's whatever. That being said, Travis ain't about to back down. Travis ain't about to back down. He's from Houston. He got
so you think horrible advice that's coming from an OG. Horrible. I'm telling you. Me and those same people, we had the conversation. We said, what would have happened if Drake just ignored this fuck nigga Kendrick, bro? If he had just ignored him, like, yo, wait, the guy we were just trying to get on the song for first person shooter now has this crazy verse that's trying to diss us, talking about fuck the big three. He's clout chasing. He's fucking clout chasing. We're just gonna ignore his ass, okay? Leave him over there with the we gonna be all right bullshit. Let's ignore his ass. Instead, Drake's like, and this is what I'm saying, ego kicks in a lot, right? This is why even Bun B's tapping into, I don't know if Travis has an ego like that, but so, nah, he from Houston, he gotta respond. That's what we said to Drake. Yo, Drake, nah, nigga, you can't let that shit fly. Nigga, you take all phase. That's what we said. We gassed Drake up. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. We gassed Drake up for a fight he couldn't even win. Can't even win. And what I mean can't win is like, bro, a nigga's just hating on you from the bleachers. He really wants your spot. He's not really standing on anything. And he's only trying to use this moment to propel himself. There's nothing altruistic about it. Right? There's no, like, even Pusha T, like, oh no, I just don't like people that are snakes. I don't like when people would be friends and then come around and play. That's not why. You need to sell an album right now. You got a new deal. Rock Nation and gave you the bag, and you need to make your money back. This is why, like, where rap is in this new era, we could blatantly see why y'all are doing this. Like, you're not like some saint who's like, nah, it's just been on my chest and now is the time to get it. No. You're trying to sell an album. You got a new deal. They had to buy you out of your old deal. They give you pretty much a decent budget. You got to make some money back. You get what I'm saying? And you know I know, chat. You know I know. I won't even mention the people he's working with. I seen somebody said some nigga named AZ Chike, the guy on Kendrick album, leaked this. No, their PR team sent it to everybody. I woke up last night with this in my email. All of this is being sent by PR. This is them rolling out an album. Nigga, they're sending us the shit like, oh yo, this is him dissing Travis. They're sending it. Like, this isn't bloggers finding it. They're sending it. Yo, this is the verse that was getting at Drake. Let's leak it. Here it is. Oh, this is why he's dissing Travis on a new song. Let's leak it. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll, of course, leak it. But I'm like, we kind of lose the authenticity. All right, we're just rolling out an album. It's cool. Let's just call it what it is, though. Can we call it what it is? We're rolling out an album. That's it. We're just rolling out an album. If people bite, they bite. But like, they're just rolling out an album. There's nothing too crazy going on here. Okay? Because I seen the little K-bots who were like, yo, Kendrick about to drop this guy. By the way, I'm pretty sure I got it before him. I would have put it out last night. I was sleeping. I was definitely off the liquor. Yeah, the dude didn't leak it. They're giving it to people in blogs. Post this. It's the Kendrick shit that was going up. That was going up on Drake. It's cool. All right, we rolling out an album. Fuck it, it's all good. We ain't tripping. I will say though, my man Pharrell definitely looks super young, bro. Is it because he don't got a beard? He don't even got 3 whiskers on his face. Travis, ignore him. With all due respect, ignore him. Yo, I think rap is going to get back to the Jay-Z approach. And Drake low-key fucked that up. Because Drake was on some like he trying to catch all fades pretty much all. He didn't catch every fade because I know Joe wanted to get in with him. He didn't really do that. But he was one of them niggas who, like, he was acting like he was down to rap battle with everybody. He rap battle with Pusha. What rap is going to get back to is you don't give no bums your attention. You just sub him to death all day, all night, never say their name, never create a moment where people are going from them to you, because that's what happened in every fight. People coming from you to them, and then these motherfuckers are usually the people who have been hiding. They've been preparing for you for like 3 years because you on top for 3 years. Or in case of Drake, nigga, you've been on top for 10 years. Travis, you've been on top for 5 years. This dude was probably been holding on to this, doing his research, digging up and you know what I mean, heating up all the tea. So when you think that, all right, you know what, man, I ain't gonna let him talk to me like this, let me respond. Bro, he drops all type of tea on you. Nigga drops a DNA report that your kid ain't your kid or some shit like that. No, I'm good. I'm good. So Travis, do not respond, bro. This song, the verse is fire though. Okay. All right. And by the way, Drake, you shouldn't respond either. Like, it's over. It's over. Okay? It's over. Put it like this. Kendrick, I think now we're kind of all looking at Kendrick like, gang, you're dragging it, bro. You're dragging it now. Like, come on, bro. You're dragging it now. Like, dog, how long could you live in this moment, right? Now, granted, he's not necessarily because he recorded this a while ago. But, you know, I don't think Drake need to respond. And I don't think Travis should respond either. Let niggas get back to the days where they got to sell albums with their own content. You feel what I'm saying? Not you focusing your fans on their shit. Okay, anyway. What else? Let's see.
All of the distinguished energy, distinguished taste buds, and distinguished ears for joining us tonight on the rooftop of the LV headquarters for a night for you to enjoy, you know, this music. It's an homage to the fact that we made all this music right downstairs, right on the water, and
I think this is in Paris.
Gonna see the Seine River is very inspiring, and what you're gonna hear tonight is from Virginia to Paris, Paris to Virginia. You're gonna hear that energy tonight. So I just want to say thank you guys again for joining us, and I hope you enjoy.
And there was somebody else that called me. Where
you get that from? Come on, man.
Yo,
Grinding.
that's
Grinding, you know. Martini, little martini.
But they were just
on a rooftop.
You know, on a rooftop.
Summer nights in Paris.
You know. Is it summer? Who knows?
Okay.
Hey, Travis coming back? Travis gonna come back with a verse?
I wouldn't be surprised if you hear something before the weekend's done. It's either go into it or act like it didn't happen. But the problem is that the people are going to demand a response.
Nah.
When these beefs happen, you have to respond.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. There ain't no Travis Scott fan begging him to respond. And if they are begging him to respond, they're not a real Travis Scott fan. At this point, I'm telling you, hip hop needs to go back onto the Jay-Z shit. No more direct responses. It's too much cloud chasing going on out here. No more direct responses. We're gonna just sub you to death. All right? Okay.
The code is you can't
I'm gonna be the biggest man. I'm just gonna let it go. Like a water off a duck's back. I'm just gonna let it go.
Not if that ain't been a part of your character all this time. You know what I'm saying? You can't be walking around with gloves on waiting for somebody to time up and then turn down the first fight you get.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been around Travis enough to know that no, he's not finna take that line.
Travis, when does Travis rap like he was like that?
Down. He's absolutely not going to allow his public perception to be played with like that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, Travis, ignore that nigga, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you because I don't want another one of these lyrical niggas that can't make a song to trick another rapper who, you know how many backflips and how many people died at Astroworld Fest for you to become who you are, my nigga. Do not respond to this guy. Let him go do Clipse Fest, okay? Let him go get it popping in the streets, okay? Let him go do what you had to do to get your spot. You feel me? Not have a cheat code, because that's a cheat code now, okay? If I can't get the same result as you, I just diss you. Won't happen. Travis, don't respond, brother. Okay, all right.